Okay, let's start the stream and let's see what we can do today. Yeah, of course, today we are late. I was busy in some works, so I got late, but it's fine. We can be on the stream for later at night as well. So let's see how we can improve ourselves today. I'm going to play some Blitz game. Then we will switch back to some rapid later on today. And yeah, I'm playing with the black pieces, so let's go with knight f6, e6, and we are going to play the Nimzo Indian defense with bishop b4 line. I think we are supposed to play the move c5 here, and then we are supposed to play the move queen a5. I don't actually know if that's true. Let me hit this one first. Oh, it takes. I can take it back. Okay, he's actually not taking there, which is making us. Hello, Pixel. Good evening. Okay, let's go b6. This knight is pinned, so we can eliminate this. Now I can eliminate this knight. And actually, let's take here. And then we are going to play the move d6 to control the c5 post. To control the c5 post, bishop b7 and followed by knight bd7 is coming now. Bro, do you have any other work? You always come onto the stream and you just ask me to review your game. I'm not I'm not here to just review the game, bro. I'm so sorry for that. I cannot review all of your games, right? Now it's reasonable that when you ask for like once or twice, but it cannot be like again and again. I'm so sorry for that. I'm here to play some games. I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he wants to infiltrate over here. Let's get rid of that knight, and I want to transfer this knight over to g6 so that it can help out with the attack later on. He's playing c5, but we take, and then we go like rook c8 with the queen. Mm, what about d5? I think if I goes here, he's going to play this. Yeah, see that. Queen d7 targets the pawn on e7. Yeah, but let's go back. I don't know what should I do now. Let's hit the queen again. He's going to play queen c6 to keep an eye on this pawn. And then I will play the move queen e7 to defend that. And finally, we will kick out that queen with rook c8. Oh my god, what is this knight bot? Oh man, it's so bad. Okay, he goes here to hit that. Okay, I have to do a thing. Let's take that maybe. This is actually bad. No, he's hitting that. I'll sub you with my other three account if you know. No, I don't want that. I actually don't want that. Wow, he has some nice queens at pressure over there. So he's going to win this pawn, and I have no. Let's. I think I'm playing this in a wrong way. We are about to lose this game. Okay, if we are going to lose that, let's just trade and hangs the queen in one move. Okay. Hmm. Let me do it. Let me first of all just stop the night bot. I just said someone that can you fix my night bot? He did a thing where night bot will just spamming messages after messages, which is not a good thing. Let me stop that first of all. Why I can't open this web? What the heck is wrong with this? My internet is like so slow. Oh man. No, it's fine. Okay, let's focus on the game now. Now let's focus on the game. Let's play 3 minute this. Okay, now we are completely. Let me focus. What is this? Oh, so right now I'm already just going for this line. Let's go c5 and followed by queen f5. He's hitting that immediately. What about d6? Let me hit the bishop first of all. Queen a5 makes some sense. Yeah, let's go queen a5, targets that pawn. And when he defends, can I go g5 actually? Because there is no knight. Knight e5 also looks interesting, right? After queen c5, queen c2, knight e4. Yeah, let's go knight e4. It's that. Queen c2 and f5. Just defend the knight. Okay, he has created a weakness at least. Let's take this and hits the rook first of all. Rook c2. I do have this check. Queen has to go back. Okay, back. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's trade the queens. And it would have been great had I this check, but I don't have that check, right? So I have to move the knight, then he take that pawn. Okay, let's go here. He's gonna take that. I can take this. That is a fork on the road. Okay, he's so let's bring this knight out. And now this check. And we eliminate that bishop, then I can take. Let's take that. Here, if he takes, I can castle with check. And now what about this move? Followed by that. Hmm. Let's go knight e5. I'm burning a good time over here. This pawn is kind of very annoying. I think he wants to go there. I can't take because look at that pawn sitting. Okay, let's take. At least I can get this move and bishop can be developed via b7. Okay, let's just defend that pawn with the bishop so that we don't have to worry about any kind of attack over there. He's stopping me to go there. Okay, so actually he's playing very good. He is not allowing my pieces to get in. I allowed his king to get in. Can I throw this check and win the knight? Yes, we can win the knight. And now I just fall for that trap because there is no queen d5 and it is an. Yeah, let's go. That's easy. Yes, XYZ. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's see. How did I play? Okay, actually, it was a poor game. e5 is good, a3, and we just take, we hit that, and now queen a5 is good. We are supposed to take this pawn, and he has to take this with the queen. What if we just take here with the queen? Then I bring this knight with an attack on the queen. Okay. Queen goes back like here. Then knight jumping on e4. If he attacks, then you take this and hits the rook, and white, sorry, black is winning this rook. Okay, I did make some inaccurate move. f5 takes. Here we get the pawn. Actually, computer just wants to go there. If he goes here, then you push this pawn and try to cement the knight over there. Okay, let's keep going now. That there was the only one chance where I could have just finished the game on the spot with that takes. Okay, let's go on e4. Knight comes out to f3 and okay, Petrov. Let's take. If he goes for like f4 gambit, can be played, but he didn't go for that. Nowadays, everybody is playing like Petrov defense as a grandmasters are playing this one. Let's go to e1 to put some pressure on this knight. Um, let's go c3 to solidify this knight. Actually, you should have gone c4, I guess. Yeah, let's go c4. At least we can create an isolated pawn over there. Now here, if he takes, I can took it back. No, that's not actually hanging. Okay. Will you play with subscriber today? Yeah, of course I can play against the subscriber, but you have to send me the channel. Let's take. Thank you. And now knight e5. If he takes, do I want to take that with the pawn or do I want to? Okay, it goes there. This check is not working. Takes queen h5. That is simply king g8, and there is no attack. Can I start with this? No, there is rook takes actually. Let's go queen h5. If he takes, I'm going to take that with the pawn. Now this is a threat. Or should I go for this? But then there's king g8 and both queen and knight will be hanging. Knight g6. Oh, what about this move? Yeah, this is a move. He can still go here because my queen is also hanging. So if I take that, he's going to take my queen. And then what will I play? Maybe knight e6. I don't know actually. And now I have to go for that, and there is no other option. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's hit the rook. If we give up the bishop for the knight, my rook will be occupying the e6 square at least. I don't think he's going to give up the bishop for this knight. And if he goes there, then this pawn will be hanging actually. So okay, he goes there so that this will be defended. But now this move hits the rook, and I can try to infiltrate over there, right? Looks good. Yeah, let's try. If he allow me, I can get to the 8th rank. But he's not going to do that, of course. So now let's go here so that if you bring this bishop out, that pawn will be hanging actually. He wants to get his knight over there. Okay, good move. And let's go bishop b5, controlling that. If he goes here, now I have to go like knight f3, but still my position is fine. Knight e5 is coming now. And I have an idea to drop this bishop back, and then later on it can go to b3 where it will target this isolated pawn. Already we are threatening g3. There is no threat of knight d3 or knight e2 check. We are safe. These pawns on the queen side looks like it is a problem. I think we should get our rook to the 7th rank. Rook d7. Actually, we are going to play rook e1 now. We can throw that check as well, right? Okay, let's double up. Knight e2 is a move. Sorry, knight d3. Knight d3, rook e2 maybe. Okay, he goes there. So let's go to c7. And now the idea is to play knight e5, and if he takes, okay, now I can just take and win this pawn. I was knowing that. So now he's targeting that pawn. Can I go here? Actually, there's this move which is like so annoying. Let's go here. If he goes here, I would love to go c4. Knight f4. Oh, all option. I'm burning all of my time. Oh, I just fall for this here. Let's resign the game. I don't know why did I burn all of my time over there. Okay, let's get into the Karakan defense this time. Let's try to be a little bit quick this time because in the last one I just burned all of my time. Then suddenly I look upon that and I feel like wow, I'm going so slow. Okay, get your knight over there. I'm not completely enthralled with that. I can play the move in b6 and now a5, a5, d5, knight b8, and we are fine maybe. There is pawn takes. I can take this, but then he take and he win a knight. If I goes here, then again there is pawn takes. So I have to go this way, and now actually this is hanging. So at least we force this pawn push, which result in destabilizing this knight. Yes, Sri Sudarshan. Bro, will you play rapid today, Chetan? Yeah, of course we can play rapid. I can take, there is no knight d7 because of this knight. And again, we are threatening this bishop takes c5. Okay, I think I have to start with this move. And that should be a blunder because we can win a pawn over there and there's still no knight d7. There's still no knight d7 because of this knight. Now will you play with me? Kasitji, yeah, of course I can play against you. So if you want to play, you can send me the challenge. We are targeting that pawn, knight e4 is coming. Okay, first of all, let's get rid of that mess of any kind of fork over there. Hello, yes, Sasank. Okay, now he's threatening to play this move. So let's go knight e4 actually. Yeah, there is knight d7, but queen d7 is fine. Okay, that is a move. If I go knight f8, then there is knight d7, which will be a move. So I have to go like queen e7. Or let's go queen c7 actually. Let's defend and hit that knight as well. So we are killing two birds with one stone. But I have to again speed up. Oh, I have an idea now to play knight d2 hits the queen and then followed by knight b3 forking these two rooks, right? Yeah, not that easy possibility. First of all, this knight is hanging, so white has to respond to this move. And then I'm going to play the knight d2, which will hit the queen. And anywhere queen moves, I get apart from this, yeah, queen has d1 square, which will control b3. But I think we should give it a shot. f6 weakens the e6 pawn. Okay, he goes back. So let's go for that plan. Queen d1 is the only move now. Then maybe we can transfer our knight to c4 as well. That looks also good. Okay, found that. We find that. No, let's go here because I want to attack that pawn somehow with queen d6. And if the knight no, I can try to get into the f4 square as well. I think I have a nice position. Queen c4 looks good. I think I should push b6 as well, but I'm keeping this quite evacuated for this queen to land on and start hitting that. Nice live chess scheme. Thank you, MRP Boss Chess. Okay. I can take. He's going to pin that. I can go d4 then, right? Let's take the risk. Let's take the risk. I'm going to play the move d4 and then we move the queen. Yeah, let's go here. Knight is now stabilized. There's also this check. Oh, how did I miss that? There was this check and we would have won the exchange, but now that's not working because queen takes and rook is going to be defended multiple times. But I think I can still not move. I can't move the knight because rook will be hanging. So I think I'm going to play the rook d8 now. followed by knight d5. Or maybe this pawn captures is a move, but I have to move the rook first of all. I think queen d7. Okay, he's offering a queen trade. Of course, I don't want to trade the queen because I'm the one who is attacking. And now rook d8 or even knight takes a4 is a threat because this rook is defended like multiple times. Now this move, if takes, queen takes, and I will be fine. Right? Yeah, I have to go for this now because I can't lose that pawn. Takes, knight takes, we exchange the rook. And now let's go knight c3. He's going to hit this. Okay, let's keep an eye on this pawn. Let's defend that. Okay, thank you for giving up the knight. And now let's just go. It is just a matter of time. Let's go here, take this pawn as well. Defend this. Hit the rook. And yeah. It is just a matter of time now. There is nothing for you. It should be resignable now. Let's start pushing this b and we convert this game nicely. Bro, he's low on time, yeah. Hmm. Very well played. Thank you, Fane. Thank you very much. Some hacker is sending me the challenge for unrated 10-minute game. No 10-minute, bro. If he wants to play, try to send me a challenge for a blitz game. There was a fork. Let's see. And if you guys are enjoying the games, you can subscribe to the channel. That will be a great thing. Okay, let's see where was the fork. It was another Karukan defense. Opening was fine. Then he takes some space on the queen side, but we nullify that pretty much quickly. We get a pawn. Knight e4 was another good move. We actually take that pawn, which was best move. We solidify the knight. We ignore the queen trade. Finally, we trade the queens. Actually, pawn takes is a good move. Because now this is a move, knight e2, and we win the exchange. What if he goes there? Just simply this. And he can't even take the knight, can't even take the rook. So we are completely winning over here. Okay. Bro, I send it the request. Bro, if you want to play, please send me the challenge for Blitz game. Blitz game. I can't play the rapid game. Bro, mod. No, bro. I'm not going to do that. Why isn't it? Okay. You have seen that there was a guy named Sagar who was actually a regular viewer. Then he asked me to make him mod, right? And I just accept his proposal. I just made him the mod of the channel. And now he you can see him like barely. He's not coming onto the stream. And before that guy, there was another one, someone Ridwan. He asked the same thing. I make him the mod, and again, he just disappeared from the channel. जब हमारी बारी भी तब mod नहीं बना रहे. Yeah, because I know the moment I make you the mod, you will disappear as well. Okay, after this match, I will send you the bridge. Okay, Kasitsi. Okay, I think we are supposed to play the move bishop h4. And now we are just one step away from opening up everything on the f5. Hi bro, I'm back. Yes, Manav Javadia. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And now, after f takes e5, let's take. Everything is just hanging in the air. Let's take and actually takes and queen h5 looks good. First of all, let's bring this knight out. Today I reached 1300 bullet. वाह, मैं तो रोज आ रहा हूँ ना. हाँ भाई, वो भी रोज आ रहा था पहले. No, today there is no tournament, bro, Manav. No, I want to keep the bishops. And now finally I'm ready to play queen h5 and start hitting these weaknesses. f5 never really a threat because we can take. We have enough defender over there. So queen h5, maybe king. Okay, let's go queen h5 and targets the pawn. This is not a move because knight is. But this is an idea, right? Rook e3 and rook g3 is coming now. How are you going to stop that? Simple move queen h4, and now I have. Okay. Oh, after this, I should have just taken that pawn, right? I should have just taken that pawn. Then queen h5 was winning on the spot. Okay, I missed that, but still it's winning. Now we are hitting that. So queen e6, but already rook e3 and rook g3 is coming. I think trade the knights. Yeah, but I want to keep this. So this knight can land on f5, sorry, d5. So after queen e6, this is even big threat. Yeah, let's go knight d5 because I am threatening knight takes c7, f4 as well. That pawn is also defended, so there is nothing. Okay, now what about rook takes? Yeah, it is just over. This is a threat. You have to give up the queen, but I can bring the queen into the game. Yeah, that's why this line is like so venomous in the Italian. In the Italian, queen takes f6 or queen takes h6 is a threat. Queen takes f6 when he give up the queen for the rook. But if he moves the queen, queen takes h6 and that's it. Game over. That's a check. And simplest move is this, and then rook e6 is made. Check and then checkmate. Yeah, that's easy. Just remove the checkmate. And now it's time to play against Kasitji Jha. Bro, you can send me the challenge for Blitz game. GG, you played really well, Chaitanya, but it was not enough to beat me. So, yeah, let's go. Khel Khatam, yeah. Kasitji, I'm waiting for you, bro. I'm waiting for your challenge. With me, okay, you can wait, bro. Let's see the review. Actually, the accuracy should be above 95% because I don't think I made any mistakes. But I missed that rook takes f6 move. No, it's just 88.1 because we have some inaccuracy. No, it was all fine. Okay, right here, actually, computer just wants to take this pawn and everything is hanging. If he takes, I have this move. If he takes, this knight is actually hanging and we are winning the game on the spot. But still, it was winning. Don't say hello, bro, please. Okay, bro. Yeah. Now knight d5 just ends the game. Plus me to go. I don't think Kasit J is on the stream, so we guys can move on. We guys can move on. This hacker guy has already beaten me with 3+2 with the help of his office. Brother, is it harder to gain rating in Blitz than Rapid? Not actually, because you just have to be, you just need some practice, right? Once you start practicing, you will get it a little bit easier. People used to play Rapid game more often than Blitz, so they will feel like gaining some rating in Rapid is easier than Blitz. But it is fine. Okay, if you guys wants to play, make sure to send me the challenge for Blitz game, and it should be unrated and either 3+0 or 5+0. Nothing else. Let's go for the same line. Oh, he takes that with the pawn actually, which allows some huge initiative. So again, we are going to have fun. If you are the earlier viewer of my stream, you know that we have so fun in this line. And you may know that I have won like many games with this exact setup. If he takes, there is actually a line which goes like knight h4. Yeah, and which traps the queen. Yeah, if he takes that pawn, he will lose the game. Okay, it goes back with the bishop. Knight h4 anyway. I do have this check and I can pick up that, right? With its check, yeah. Let's throw this check. And it is an yeah, 10 move, 30 move, all it takes. 30 move, all it takes, bro. Yeah, bro, I can send you the friend request. Yeah, that's why this is like so brutal. Yeah, you will not be able to collect your bones even if you get into this line against me. He was insane opening. Yeah, yeah. Accuracy is 99.1. Well, accuracy is literally 99.1, and we have a brilliant move. Big bro, I want to play 10-minute match with you, please. I'm so sorry, bro. You really love this line, lol. I see this every stream of yours. Yeah, yeah. You may seen me that I have won like many games in this exact same line. When you get into this line, your opponent will always get confused, and you will get the winning chances almost every time. Almost every time. This check comes in, and everybody goes bishop e6, which is top move. Now knight c3. Look at this. After this move, queen d5 already white is winning. And it's so hard to find the correct move. Correct move is bishop e7. Then you can pin that bishop, and still it's so complex to continue this game. Right. So many players feel like if I goes back, there is rook e1, which will pin my bishop. So let's just move the queen. But anywhere queen move, like you are going to get some initiative. Some players also go like queen d6, but this is also not good. You can go knight d2. You can throw this check first, and after bishop e6, then again there is a knight e2 and knight e4 is coming. If he takes that one is really a, that one is just, you can say that is a big trap. He can't touch that one. So after this move, we throw this check. Now knight c3, brilliancy. We are winning. We are using two pins. First pin is this pawn. If he takes, I can take that queen, and this bishop is not taking my queen because it is pinned by the rook. Right? So after knight c3, knight queen f5, and now knight e4. We are keeping an eye on this bishop. Knight f6 is in the air, and he just loses the game. Knight f6 just wins the game on the spot because knight is controlling this square, so he has to step onto the line of fire of this dark square bishop. So anywhere he goes, I can take that rook with his check, and we are winning many. We are winning like all of the piece. We can just go back with the knight, and now this pawn is promoting. Bro, you are playing daily games. The daily games are rated or unrated games. Bro, those are rated. Those are rated. Where did I miss it, chat? I think I have answered your question. Okay, let's keep going with another game. Yes, bro, Ahil. Are you? Good evening. I hope you have enjoyed this game and the analysis, bro. If you are enjoying the game, we are just 17 points away from 2100. Let's go. Okay, he just aborted the game. Bro, I'm not able to send you the request. Okay, let me finish this game, bro. Then I will try to send you the challenge as you are waiting for like so long time. Let's go for the Italian setup against Sicilian defense. We can castle. And now a4 to stop b5. Rook e1. Let's go h6. Sorry, s3. We take and we go back. Now c3. Yeah, let's go c3. And now we are playing d4. Let's go d4. If takes, I have knight takes. Okay, he didn't take. So let's bring this bishop out to f4. Controlling that important diagonal. If he goes here, I think we can just trade. Uh, let's go here. If he takes, I have pawn takes. Not a big problem. Now here, knight takes. Actually, pawn takes is even better, right? If knight takes, I think pawn takes is even better. I can play the move bishop c2. Let's take that. Double up his pawns. Now he may try to go there. Can I sack the queen? That's not a move. If I goes here, actually there is a pawn captures. Pawn captures, and if queen captures, knight c6 hits the queen and hits the bishop. Let's go for it. I'm going to sack a pawn. I'm going to sack a pawn for that dark square bishop. If queen takes, that is knight c6. Let's go for that. It will be fun if he captures that. Okay, he goes for that. Let's see if there is any. This looks good. But then there's this. Oh, you can just take that, right? So let's go for knight c6. Queen d7 is the move. Queen d7. I'm from okay, now okay, I can just take. Oh, bishop is hanging, which I missed to be honest. But I have some nice ideas over there. At the end, there is this one. Oh, he missed that. He's hitting this bishop. How did you miss that one? This sacrifice is not working because he can take this with check. Hmm, So let's go rook c7. He should have just taken that bishop. I thought that he's going to take that. Now bishop e5 maybe. Queen c7 looks good. Targeting that rook takes e6 is a move. Now, but the problem with that is, okay, first of all, he's hitting my queen, so we have to move it. What about this move? Targeting the bishop. Yeah, let's hit the bishop, and if bishop moves, then there is rook takes e6. If takes, that rook will be hanging. Yeah, we have so many threats now lurking in the air, and this bishop is defending my rook. Okay, he's giving up this bishop. Thank you. And this bishop is defending this rook. Everything is like defended, right? Right. Now we are threatening this rook. Okay. Okay. No, no, that's not working because he can take and that square will be defended. Is my queen trapped? I don't know actually. Oh, I think my queen is trapped. There's no move. Everything is controlled. Yeah, my queen is trapped. So I think we should just go for the maximum output. I'm trying to calculate, is there any defense? I don't think so. You know what? No, no, no. He can just go back. He can just go back. If knight moves, that's mate. Oh my god, I was setting up that trap and he fall for that. Look at this bishop doing a great job from a distance, controlling the only escaping square. Wow. So all are in the earth. Stop telling these nonsense things. I'm 20. Thank you, Saksham Prashant. Love you too, bro. Chaitanya, you are right. What is happening in the chat, guys? What is happening in the chat? Well, let me review this game. So we do have the brilliant in this one as well. This game was like crazy. I got my queen trap, but somehow I managed to get a way out of it. Kasit is from Mars. He is Thomas. Wow. Yummy. Yes, you can go for it. This is so delicious. Bro, please with me, please. Okay, Manav. Okay, let's review this game. And can you believe, guys, the accuracy is 94.4. Wow. Okay, we get this structure against the Sicilian defense. We takes and now queen f3. Actually, computer wants to sack this knight on g6. We are hitting the rook and we are trying to eliminate this bishop. If he takes, then this bishop is actually hanging. And we have a great position. But I goes queen f3. And he takes, I take it back, goes there, and now knight c6. Hits the queen, hits the bishop. And he decided to give up the rook. So I think he should have gone for this line where I was going to sack this. But at the end of the line, there is rook f7 which defends this. But there is bishop g6. Yeah, there is bishop. I calculated till this point, but I didn't see there is bishop g6. If he had gone for this line, maybe I should have found this one. I could have found, but he didn't go for this line. Instead, he grabbed the pawn on b2. Now rook c1 and queen b7, and that was a blunder. We takes. Computer actually wants to start with this move first, and then you take because there is no trapping queen. This pawn is already hanging with check. But I missed that, and now actually queen is trapped, and that was the only move. Rook takes e6 is the only move. Yeah, we are losing the queen, but we have huge amount of material. We have two rooks and two strong bishop. And this bishop is defending the rook, and rook is defending the bishop. And bishop is controlling that important escaping square. So this knight was actually tied down in the defense of the back rank. And he just blundered the game on the next. Knight d5, and there is a sleep. There's just rook e8 mate, as this bishop is controlling that escaping square. You are right. You have, okay. You said that. Okay, now it's time to play against the viewers. We are just one win away from 2100. We can get that today, but let's see if there is anybody who wants to play against me. You can send me the challenge. Till then, let me enjoy my paratha. Me, please. This guy is sending me a challenge from like 15 minutes. So let's give him a chance. Can bishop e4 be played? Bishop e4. Actually, I just didn't see your chat. He has sent me the challenge for 500, so I have to be careful. And this guy, I have played like so many times. He has beaten me like 6 times. I have only beaten him 5 times. Let's go c3. You said where do you live, not which state. Brain problem guy. But ये भैया इसके बाद मेरे साथ प्लीज ओके माना ओके ओके after this one I will play against you. Let's go to e1. He's preparing d5. We can just take. Oh, I was playing a4. I just lost the tempo there. Okay, that's not the end of the world. We can bring this knight around to g3. He goes for that. Pawn takes. And now this bishop usually goes to c2. And later on we'll try to prepare d4 somehow. भाई आपको गाँव what? I don't want to tell bad things to don't tell these things. Bro, don't fight in the chat, bro. Just try to focus on the game. Okay, we have managed to get up on the clock. He's thinking for a long time. Hmm. That move shows that he wants to go to f5. Oh, I'm scared of it. Can I go d4 now? Takes and knight takes. I think I can. Yeah, I think I can go for d4 now. If takes, knight takes, and I have pawn takes. Hmm. Knight e6 is coming. Either we will fork the queen and the rook, or either we will fork the rook and this bishop. And he cannot stop knight e6 because rook is also eyeing down e6. Guys, see his name, please. Bro, Pixel, just not involved in any kind of fight. Your is alien. I can't understand it. Your is alien. What? Okay, let's eliminate that strong dark square bishop. Then I think we can bring the queen somehow. Let's take that. Let's go knight g3. Actually, I should have re-maneuver that knight to f3, then g5, then e6. Okay, can I go for this sack? Yeah, that looks interesting. That looks interesting, but I don't think that will give us enough chances. Okay, so let's try to do the same thing with this pawn. That is not actually hanging, and I'm not going to help him to open up the a5. Oh, I broken my promise. Sorry, I should not be talking, bro. I didn't say that you should not talk. Hmm, let's go for the attack. Hmm. I didn't say that, bro. Hmm. Really? Oh, I think he wants to prepare this move. So if I take pawn takes is not a move because queen is undefended. Knight takes. What about this move now? Or this looks interesting as well. Yeah, let's go h6. And then I can hit the knight. Should I try? I think we should. Let's go for that. Oh, that move was actually even better. Queen d4 was even better, going for the mate. I think I can play this. I can play that move in the next move. If he moves the knight a5, I think he's going for that. So I didn't go for that one. So what about queen d4? You have to move the knight c6 is a move, but then there's queen f6. Let's go queen f6. Let's keep an eye on the king side. Oh, I could have just taken that pawn and then the knight maybe. Oh my god, how did I miss the simple tactic, bro? Queen takes d5 check and we win the knight. If knight goes back, queen was hanging. Oh, I missed that. I missed that. I'm stupid. Completely stupid. Okay, can I hit the queen? Queen f7. Queen d6. Okay, he goes for this move. I completely overlook the winning chance. Now it's not winning. He is defending the position. So bad. It is so bad. So let's take. And I have to convert the game into the end game now because I just gave him a golden opportunity to save the game. Now everything is completely solid. Knight takes. I have to drop the bishop back. Now this is a threat. But he will see that. Now he will see that. I gave him the golden opportunity to save the game. Yeah, we have a pawn on h6. Actually, blunders, right? Okay, he just blundered the game back. We are now up a piece. I can go there actually. Okay, let's try to hold on to this bishop. The moment I defend this pawn, then I will move the bishop. But he's forcing something off the board. So let's take it. He can take and get his rook pinned. Yeah, he just blunders the game. Now I feel like he was playing on his own, but I have played in so many games against this guy. Those games were like totally different. But in this game, he gave me so many chances to win the game on the spot. But I missed those chances. Right here, it was just over. Queen takes d5 check, and you have no move. If knight goes back, queen is hanging. Right? If queen goes back, I can just take this knight. Now there is no defense. If he goes here, then queen takes d6. Queen takes and bishop takes is there. Okay, because Prasid is being mean, you declined my request. Where? Okay, I think we should keep going. Bro, can you play some rapid games? No, I'm not going to play some rapid games today. Let's try to push 2100 with one e4. Another Italian? Whoa, let's go for d4 this time. Against knight f6. If bishop c5, then we are going to have the same exact line. Okay, he goes for this line. We sack this, and again we go knight c3. Let's take this. This is a draw according to the computer. He didn't castle. Let's take and win this pawn. Yeah. If he castle, I have knight takes c6. He takes my queen, I take his queen with check, and we win the game. So he can take, oh, I think that should be a blunder. But no, I can take, he will take my queen. And if I take his queen, he will take my rook with check. So that is actually a good move. Let's defend that with the pawn. And now he will castle. Yeah, I was knowing that. And now this is working, right? If he takes my queen, I can take that queen with. Let's damage his pawn structure at least now. followed by queen a4. It's that and that pawn as well. This knight is kind of in hanging here, but I think we are kind of safe. We are getting both of these pawns, so he has to keep an eye. You decline my request, there is this. Okay, bro, I will try to go for your. If I take, there's bishop d5, and I lose this, as queen is also eating that. Oh, now this is pinned as well. And there's no knight f6 because it's just queen takes. If I take that, if I take this, queen, bishop d5, let's just take that one. This is defended by the rook, so we can't go wrong now. And now this is hanging. Knight c3. Oh, I have to speed up. Hmm. Focus. Oh, it's going for the kill. Oh my god, I'm struggling to find the moves. I think he will play f3. g3, there is actually queen s3, and you lose the game. I think black is going to win the game because I'm also closer to the milestone. Yeah, yeah. If I go here, let's go back. Let him take that pawn. I'm going to allow that. Maybe I can get this move, and I can do there something. Rook f7 will be a blunder because that will be hanging. Bishop f7 we can again take. Rook takes. No, no. Queen is going to defend that. But if he goes bishop f7, I can take this pawn. Then I will be fine. Here we trade. Maybe we can start with rook to g7. Focus, guys. Let's hit that. Okay, now this move is fine. Yeah, this move is a good move, I guess. And then what about knight f5 actually? Okay, let's hit it again. Now he's going to go back. Okay, he goes there. What about knight f5? If he takes, there's rook takes, and then queen g7 will be made. Ah, no, he can take. Oh my god, he can take that. Because he's going to defend h7. I blunders the game. Yeah, closer to milestone, it is bound to happen. I just always suck at chess. Oh, he might crumble. What about this? No, that's not working. Okay, let's go back with the knight. I'm just now trying to play against his clock. Oh, no, no. Can I get that? Okay. Let's go. 2100 is coming, guys. 2100 is coming. Oh, no, no, no. Let's go. Oh man, it's 2099. Oh my god. Just 1 point. 1 point away. वाह क्या कॉन्फिडेंस है. Road to 25 like in 25 minutes, 5 minutes. Wow, man. It was tough, but somehow I managed to get this game. But that 1 point is just going to hurt me, I guess. We'll try to get that in this game with the Karokan. I think I can do that. Is he going to get some coincide by bringing all of the piece out? I'm not feeling confident. There's actually that move. Hmm. Get in. And now this is a move. I think we can win this game because he blunders the game. Yeah, that's a check. If you take, you are going to lose the rook. And with that, the game as well. What about this move? Not interesting. Okay, let's hit the queen. Then maybe I can try to get in there. Yeah, makes sense. Mm. Let's go here. If it goes like this, then I can just try to get those pawns, those pawns, those pawns. Let's keep the bishop on this diagonal. No, this. Hmm. Let's bring the knight into the game. Knight b6, knight b3 is a threat, knight d4 is a threat. That should be winning, if I'm not wrong. If you goes here, you lose. If you goes here, then actually there's a knight g3. Right, knight g3 is even brutal. Hitting the rook, hitting the queen, hitting the bishop, and there is nothing to defend him. Queen f3, but I can just take and then take the rook, and then take the pawn. Oh, that knight was hanging actually. Should have gone for the knight. Okay, still it's winning. It is still winning. Let's bring the rook into the party. Mm, let's hit that. Oh man, that was actually hanging. That is my problem. That's always my problem. Literally, that is always my problem. I'm just used to give away all of the advantage. Now this is hanging actually, but he didn't go for that. Maybe he wants to go for this one. Let's throw this check. I'm used to these things. I was just completely winning this game. Out of nowhere, I just give away all of the advantage. That's why I suck at chess pro. How the heck I can do? I just miss that free knight and then I just give away a knight. Okay, let me hit this bishop first. And now we'll start push this pawn. Now he's going to play fast because he's fine and he has a huge passer over here. I think he can win this game. That's completely wrong. He gets a pawn. Yeah, this is just over. Can I get that pawn? But then there is this move actually. I can take. This is over, I know. What the heck are you doing, man? How the heck was this game? Getting too relaxed always bad. Getting too relaxed. It's always my story. How can I get rid of this thing? I could not get the mood winning position like that. And I messed up that position, guys. I messed up that position like from nowhere. And now I just hang this. Luckily, he missed that. No, bro, there was no time pressure. There was literally no time pressure. First of all, I didn't take that free knight. And second of all, I hang a knight on h3. I just not hang that. I just hit his rook so that he is going to take that. I forcefully get him to taking that knight on h3, which is like so bad thing. I don't know what he's trying. Let's ping this knight. Oh, he just disconnect my defense. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? And now I can't take this because my queen is undefended all of a sudden. Oh my god. Where I could have just passed 21 and now I'm just going to again struggle to get that. I'm going to struggle again, yeah. I knows that. I messed up my mind. There was like, what should I say? Fishing pole. Can I go here? Might take. No. Okay, I'm never going to touch this because then he can take and hit my knight, and then queen h2 will be made as this rook can get opened up. Okay, let's go knight f8, knight f1, because there is kind of annoying. He is hitting the bishop. Let's go. Do you want to take that bishop? What is shocking move? Where remember you are streaming, not fighting in a string stick. Okay, okay, okay. What about f5 now? You have to push e5 because I'm going to open up the king side. Maybe I think he's going to cancel queen side and he will just go for the attack on the king side. Okay, actually a good move. Let's go. Yeah, if he takes, then queen takes, not pawn takes because you will hang the queen. So just I'm trying to bait him into taking this pawn. Then my queen can become active on the king side. Then we can try to play the move bishop f4. Sorry, bishop f4 here, targeting that queen. Okay, just goes there, which I had suspected. If I goes here, there is actually this move. So let's hit the queen. This pawn push is not working. So yeah, I was knowing that he's going to push that. And now I don't know what should I do. But I know that I should get out of that pain. One thing I know, should get out of that pain. This position is literally dead. Can I get b4 to open up the queen side? Okay, thank you at least. You give me the open a file. Not working. This is coming. Good game. Queen h2. And I'm fine. I'm going to play rook a1, rook a7, and rook a8, rook a1, rook f rook fa1. Yeah, let's contest the. Let's hit that. Bishop has to go back. Now this takes. I think I should put some pressure on the time now. Let's keep the queen on the king side so that I can keep some pressure over there. And okay, now I can go to k7. If you go here, I can just take and park my queen on f5. And I'm not scared about that. I'm trying to help out with the d4 move. Takes, take. I think we can go d4. Yeah, I think d4 is a good move now. Rook a8, rook a1, takes. Yeah, let's go for that quickly. I can pre-move that. And now this, oh, I didn't go for that. Let's go back. And now d4, I think, is coming with a greater effect. Yeah, d4 can be a good move now. If he can open up the diagonal, his king will be. Yeah, let's go. At least I can go into open the c5. Okay, let's check. Bishop takes. Knight takes check. So I can throw this check, right? Uh, that's also a move. But let's try to help with that. And now e5 takes and takes. Let's go to c1. I don't want to trade pieces. He has only 6 seconds, so this is winning. This is, of course, winning. Yeah, get lost. Let's keep going. Hmm. Mhm. Oh, that's a bad move. Because rook is undefended. Stupid. Now this knight is never coming into the game. I have to go back. I immediately place the bad. Yeah, I should be punished for that stupid move. He's going to pile up on that pawn. He will get another pawn. I knows that. I'm a stupid man. If he takes, knight takes, hits everything. And if you don't take, then c5 and you will lose the game anyway. And he find that, wow, kudos to my opponent. I have to take. There is no other option. Now this pawn is lost. He is hitting the queen. Let's go back. Yeah, this game I'm just going to lose this one as well. Yeah, it's not for me. Chess is not for me. Literally not for me. Not for me. This is not move, but I can just go there. Knight b7. Uh, I'm getting crushed. Now this is just going to be a move. Bro, you said that I'm reaching 2100 elo and chilling in overconfidence on that time, and you lost all of your advantage. Yeah, bro. That's always my story. I used to do these kind of things. It has been the story. Can I just say no? Queen takes, and this knight is well defended. This knight is well defended. This is coming, and I think I should rejoin. There is nothing to play for. I always just got overconfident because that game I was just completely. I don't know what happened to my mind there, and I just lost all of my pieces in blink of an eye. I lost all of my pieces over there. That was a completely stupid game by me. Literally completely stupid game by me. If I go C3, what about this? No, no, no. I'm going into the wrong direction. I'm going into the wrong direction already. This is hanging. Bishop f6. No. Hmm. Fix that. Okay, let's trade. Uh, let's go here. Offer a rook trade. Maybe bishop z5, and I'm more than fine. But he goes this way. Let's threaten this knight. Knight d5. Okay, I can take that. It is going to be desperado over desperado. Okay, you find a way to get a pawn at least. But I can take that pawn if you take this. Hmm. No, it is just a draw. No, it is just a draw. Okay, let's chart the course. I'm threatening to infiltrate, but there is always this move, which will defend that pawn. Let's stop this. And then maybe g3. It is just a dead draw. He will just draw this game. I know that. I think he's trying to help out with that move. Okay, let's try to keep an eye on that pawn now. If he goes here, I will just smash that pawn. And all of our pawns are on the dark square, so I can try to go after that one, but there is always bishop e4, and I can do nothing. Okay, let's try to infiltrate over there at least. Not this way. He's offering a draw. Let's push this pawn. Should be a draw because there is nothing to play for. His pawns are on the dark or light square. My pawns are on the dark square. And there is no way to infiltrate on that side of the board. And he has enough time on the clock as well. And now there is nothing I can do. Not he. Maybe he can go after those pawns somehow. Oh, I just set up a last trap, but he didn't fall for that. Oh, now if he goes here, actually there is this move, but he knows that trick. He knows the trick, man. He knows the trick. Can I get over there? No, he is not going to allow that. Can you go there? No. He has enough time. Oh, yeah, that was just a draw. I lost a point. Let's go on e4. Yeah, now I don't think I can reach out to 2100 today. Is he going to check? Oh, no, I don't. I don't want to be much greedy now because I had already accepted that gambit once, which was not a good idea. Which was not a good idea, of course. So let's try to develop the piece and castle early. He's still giving me that option, but then both of the bishop will become fully operational on that diagonal. And now bishop g5 maybe. Okay, he's giving me that pawn as well. Okay, let me castle. Now I'm actually threatening to take that. But now he goes back. Okay, fine. Let's pin this, and now knight c3 and knight e4 is coming. Yeah, g5. I will just go back to g3, and then that pawn will be hanging. This bishop is a little bit annoying piece. And yeah, now this pawn is kind of under pressure. Queen c7 looks good. Yeah, let's go queen c7. I don't want to create a huge gaping hole on the dark square here. If I push b6, sorry, b3, these squares will become huge weakness. And now I want to go a3 and then b4, expanding on the queen side. And this bishop is defending f2, so there is actually no threat. I think he wants to go over there. Let's go bishop g5 so that when it becomes necessary, we can eliminate that knight. After knight f4, we are just going to eliminate that because that knight is going to target my bishop. Let's take that. I can take that pawn, but then there's queen takes b2, and I don't want to get into those kind of complications. So let's bring this knight out, and now knight a4 is a threat. We can get the bishop pair, and that pawn will be hanging then. Okay, but he defend that. Okay, then let's go for this bishop. Bishop. Queen b4 or queen a5 is a move. He goes queen a5. I can try to go there, but let's just take. And now this move. If he goes there, knight e1, and he's getting some huge compensation. Look at these pawns. Wow. This is coming maybe. Then there is queen takes f4, and that bishop will be hanging, and already we are threatening some sort of check. No check. Can I go there now? That's why I was playing queen d2 at first. Okay, he's stopping this. There is no knight a4. So let's deploy this bishop on very strong square. Okay. I really want to play this move, but that's not the move. So let's try to kick this knight out. Then we can enable knight e5. If I take, then he just takes. So let's go here and then eliminate this strong bishop, and we can win the queen. Oh, that was just a blunder. Yeah, because now we are going to eliminate this bishop. Queen takes, and then we can drop this bishop back to d3, which will pin the queen to the king. And even rook takes e1 is not working because we can simply recapture, and we are going to be up a piece at least if he chooses to not give up the queen. Now we can get this win now. We can get this win, and I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not reading your chats because my smartphone got switched off. I have to get another one maybe. Okay, let's see what he's going to do now. Yeah, he's just thinking, but there is no defense, I guess. Let's just take. If queen takes, okay, he cannot do that. Last trick, but I'm aware of that. I'm fully aware of that. Let's take this pawn. And I do have this move. Oh, am I blundering the game? No, no. Let's go here. And I can go d5 if he tries to hit my rook. Sorry, bishop. No problem. King takes. Okay, now let's move the knight, and we can replace the we can replace that bishop with the pawn. Let's just defend this one now. Takes. Do you want to take? My pawn will get a pass through. That will. My pawn is now just getting a first class ticket to the promotion. There is no checkmate. I can bet you on that. I can bet you on that. And now, mm, let's go here and try to bait him into taking that. If he takes, check and we win the rook. Yeah, that's easy. And we are one win away from getting to 21 again, but let's try. I have to be precise and not to be over relaxed because I'm just getting like all time overconfidence, which is bad thing. I hope you have enjoyed this game. I'm also 14 years old, Justin. Chetan, are you Indian? Yes, Chetan is an Indian guy. Is it not a fake name, Shiro? Wow. How was this game, bro? Rate this game in the chat, guys. Rate this game in the chat. And let's keep going with the card front defense. Okay, let's go for knight f6 line this time. Card for variation of the Caro-Kann. Bishop usually go to d6 to control the diagonal. I think white is preparing queen side. So let's just stop this pawn all the way down. Just trying to discourage white from castling queen side. Because we can just go a3 and I don't think he is going to castle there now. So let's castle king side. If he goes, then a3 and that will weakens more of his queen side. Hmm. This now knight d7 and knight f8 looks good. Yeah, let's go knight f8. Oh, he actually go king queen side, which makes he's making a huge concession by the way. Hmm. That's not gonna work. Okay, let's try to go knight b6 now. Because I now want to attack him on the queen side. There is a huge light square weaknesses. Let's go here, and if he puts this, I will move my bishop. He goes here, then knight d5. And now I'm threatening to play bishop b3. He can take that, but then there is king h8. And there will be the threat of playing g6, trapping that bishop. Okay, he goes for that. Wow. I can trap his bishop. He is going to stack. And then this, can I survive that? Let's try. Let's try that. If you throw that check, queen h7, if I can manage to trade the queens, I will be more than fine. But if I goes here, then he will take this pawn. So this pawn is coming, by the way. If I goes here, then he's going to throw that check. I have to block with the queen, then this pawn will be actually hanging. I cannot prepare this move. If I goes here, then I can. There is this check. Oh my god. Okay, let me defend this pawn. And then I'm going to play queen h7 now to kick out this queen. And now knight c4. Should be winning if I can play this game perfectly. And if you move from the diagonal, bishop b3 is coming with a mating net on c2, mating attack, right? Or maybe if I can get my knight over here, that will be mate. Oh my god, how can I get my knight over there? I have to get my knight on that square. But that's take like this. Yeah, I think again I'm going to play knight c4, knight a5, then knight b3. If he ignores the queen trade. Yeah, I think I see the pattern. Knight c5, knight a5, and then knight b3. What about this move, guys? What is meaning of your channel name? Okay, let's keep that. He is neutral, so I'm not going to take that because if I take, he can take and he can open up the S file and I will get cooked because this bishop coming to h6 with check. And now knight a5 and knight b3 is a threat. Then I will play this move. Yeah, I have an idea. Oh, but if I goes here, then he will take the queen. Oh, that's not working. I don't know what he's trying to cook. Let's go for this. I'm not seeing any. Maybe he's just trying to double up. Okay. I can throw this check. This check, and we win the queen. Yeah. Look at that skewer, man. Wow, what a sexy skewer that is. What a sexy skewer that is. And now let's go over here. We are threatening, so king has to go back. And now let's hit the knight. I just have to be now a little bit careful over here. Is this working? Okay, I think it's working because if he goes rook f4, sorry, rook f4, yeah, that rook is going to be hanging. Oh, but he pins me. He pins me, which is like annoying. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get out of that pin then. Yeah, I can take that with check. And now I can move this anywhere like here. Yeah, finally we are making it, guys. Finally we are making. Let's throw this check now, and let's take. Let's offer. No, 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 that's not a rook trade. Let's go here. I can take this pawn, I guess, but no, I don't take that. Oh, time, 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 time. Let's go. Oh my God. Why? Why is not that 1 point, man? What the heck is wrong with chess.com? What the heck is wrong with chess.com? Literally. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not going to try again, bro, because I don't want to get another tilt. I will try to cross 2100 tomorrow now. Okay, now it's time to read your set, guys. Chess.com is not in the mood of giving me 2100. Yeah, let's leave it now. No, my favorite Indian chess streamer is Dilkil Chess due to I watch his stream almost daily. Wow. Thank you, Chaitanya. What is meaning of your channel name? There is nothing big much of a meaning, sorry, meaning of my name, but it is just kind of cool name which I like. It is my gaming name. Earlier I was playing BGMI or PUBG, so I choose this name as a character, and then everybody starts calling me Dilkil. So I keep that name for chess as well. Can you tell me great opening that you used to reach 1000 elo for both black and white? I am new. Pusparaj Pandey, I just use Italian game. Heart killing chess team. Yeah, it is meaning heart killing chess. My favorite streamer is Dilkil just to wow. Because what you guys are just smurfing. Yeah, you are not telling the truth. Okay, great. Yeah, Dil is heart. Okay, what should I play now? So let's start playing against you guys. Uh, I think we should give it a try to get 21. Bro, can you contact Aphid Pawn and Dr. Night Vision and collab with them? Okay, Noida, I will try to do that. In what language? What? In what language? I will try to do that, bro. But right now I don't have that much of a time. But I will surely try to collab with some nice streamer. Okay, if I win this game, I will cross 2100. But I don't think this guy is in the mood of making his move. Yeah, I don't think he's in the mood. Yeah, he's just aborting the game, which is giving us the sign that we should not try today. Yeah, I think we should not try today. Okay, let's try to play the bot. Let's try to play the bot. Which bot should I try? Intermediate or advanced or master bot? Which bot should I try, guys? Which bot should I try? Let's try this Charles. He's 2000. Let's try to play against Charles. Let's go one e4. We will see some pattern. Okay, he's going for the Khan defense. Okay, let's play fancy. Let's see how he is going to handle the fancy as a 2000 bot. Okay, he's going for the queen b6 line. We are supposed to bring this knight out. We can take, and now he used to go there. And I'm just kind of forgetting what is the main move. I think main move is just knight f3. Yeah, if he takes, I can take it back. And actually, this is a move. Should I trade? Yeah, let's take that with the queen. There is this move which is not annoying. I can meet that with the check. Straight and now knight f4. Can we play knight f5? Knight f5 he just takes. So let's go knight b3 to hit that bishop back. And now let's bring this bishop out to c4. And now this is well defended by the knight. And now we are ready to castle queenside. Okay, he is allowing us to damage his pawn structure. I don't know who is going to benefit with this. Indian YouTubers, me. Can you talk in Hindi with me, Chetan? Okay, let's castle queenside now. And we have nice control over d5. Okay, now this bishop can be a hanging fruit. But I have a great idea. Let's go bishop d6 and hit that rook. And then I can play the move e5 to cement that bishop. How is that idea? Then this bishop, this pawn is going to be a backward pawn. I think he is going to go there. Okay, now he is setting this fork. If I go there, that pawn will be hanging. Okay, so I have to get rid of that. So I can go like knight e4, stopping that. And now I'm ready to play s3. Okay, goes for this one. What about this move? Defending that pawn. Oh, if I go here, there is actually knight c4. But I think we will be fine. Yeah, knight c4, rook e2. Rook e2. And if he takes, I have knight takes d6. We will hit the rook. Okay, he's not hitting that. He's not just taking that bishop. So maybe now he's double attacking this pawn. Wow. Actually, he's not giving us a chance. Let's go knight g5. And we can win this pawn. Okay, check. Oh, that was just a blunder. But I think I have this desperado. But I'm going to lose the knight, right? Yeah. Okay. That was just an exchange. Now let's go for g3. This is defended, but I'm not completely. Okay, I can hit the knight. Now that pawn is hanging, and this pawn will also hang. Can I start with this check? That is the question. I think no. Because he will just move the king anywhere like this. And then this pawn will be hanging by these two knights, and this pawn will be also hanging. So let me start with this move first. Forcing knight. Okay, he goes there, which I don't think a good move. What about this move now? Knight is trapped, right? If he goes here, rook c2, yeah, rook f2, yeah. I think knight is trapped. Yeah, that was a blunder. Yeah, he just gave away the knight. Yeah. Now at move 25, he crumbles. Now let's throw this check and try to bring this knight into the game. And this bishop is monster on d6, controlling f8. So he is never going to play rook f8. Okay, now let's see what you guys are talking about. I can speak in like Hindi, English, Bengali, these languages I can speak very fluently. मेरा favorite chess streamer दलगीर जैसा और दूसरा मैं chess bin streamer को भी मैं देखता हूँ. Wow, that's great. Okay, let's try to make some neutral move on the king side. Now this is just over. That's just over. Okay, he's just repeating the move now. Okay, he's not taking. Let's just go here, take away these two square, and now knight g5 is coming. Should we just get into the end game? Because he's hitting the pawn, so I think we should go for the end game where we are going to be up a piece. Let's take that. And now let's go knight g5, and I'm always going to keep an eye on that pawn. It's time to bring the king into the game. We all know how to convert the end game. Okay, let me push this pawn so that he will not just mark. Okay, we have 3 on 3. So these pawns are not going anywhere. We are just going to infiltrate over there. Then we will just take that pawn and push this pawn. Yeah, he has no move. I think he should resign, but bots are not designed to resign. Now let's just take away these pawns and easily, slowly and surely, we are going to convert this game. Let's take this pawn and just move the king, push the p, and win the game. What about statistics to see? Everybody is great, bro. Everyone is just a great guy. We are in a nice time. We are living in a nice time. Okay, now there is nothing stopping this pawn because he is out of the pawn square. Okay, last thing we have to avoid is stalemate because all of the pawns are like fixated, but I don't think we can mess this game up. The royal court is getting a bit crowded. Okay, let's throw this check now, and there is going to be a mate somehow. Yeah, takes, and mate. Now each. Okay, nice game. We win the game. Let's try to play against now other bot. It was 2000. It was a 2000 bot, and now let's play against Fatima. She is also 2000. Let's try to beat these girls and boys with one e4. E4 is a great opening. Okay, she goes for the Alpine defense. Okay, actually I'm not going to push that one. Let's just defend this. Take and go d4. Let's take some space in the center of the board. He lives in Hong Kong. He supports USA. Okay, let's go c4. But that pawn is hanging. So should we take? If we trade, I don't think we are going to be worse. We are going to be up a pawn if c trades. So that is a move. Now bishop e3. Oh, if I go bishop e3, queen takes b2 is a move. So actually, let's go bishop e2, followed by knight f3, which hits the queen. Okay, now c is offering a queen trade. Okay, let's castle. And now if c takes, then I can bring my rook onto the d5. And we are the one who is controlling the d5. So we are trading the queen on our turn. Now let's go c3 to deprive the knight from coming to these two squares. Now let's go s3 to stop bishop g4. Now this bishop is hanging, so I think we should keep this bishop on c4 where it will keep some pressure on that pawn. But now either we have to trade or either we have to drop it back. I don't want to trade yet, so let's pin this knight actually. Okay, now he's allowing us to damage his pawn structure. Should I go for that? But that will take away that bishop as well. And I don't want to give away the bishop. So I have an idea. Let's go bishop a4. And now what about this move going after that bishop? Now let's bring this bishop out first of all. Our rooks are now coordinated. And now I can go for actually this move. Yeah, let's go knight g5. Let's go after that light square bishop. Oh, that is a move. Now maybe C is preparing this move. Hmm. Bishop c2 makes sense, controlling that diagonal. Let's try. Yes, Ram. Yes, Ram. Okay, now what should I try? What about this b3? He has to go that way. Let's go. And if he goes like, if C goes like that way, okay, C has this move. Okay, let's hit the bishop anyway. And now I can go like c4, cuts off that bishop. And now where should I move this? This, but then there's bishop e5 and rook will be targeted. So let's go knight f3. If here I have rook a1, okay, c goes like there, there. What about this idea? Yeah, I don't want to trade yet. Let's go knight d4. And I can go back with the rook. There is no fork. This is well defended. Let's go here. Oh, but she is making some annoying move. And now is the time to make a breakthrough. Okay, let's go. If this knight moves, then we can go there, but she's not doing that. Let's go knight f4, offer a rook trade. But I can throw this check. If she takes, then rook will be hanging. Right? So let's throw this check. If she goes here, I can start by trading, but I think knight d5 is even better. Yeah, let's go knight d5 actually. Now we are hitting this bishop and that pawn. So that was a move. I can take, but then this pawn will be a weakness. So I don't want to go for that. Then what should I try? Hmm. Now we are at a dilemma. I can go here, but again, then this pawn will become a weakness. So that's not working. Hmm. Should I offer a bishop trade or should I just go there? I don't actually know. Hmm. Let's go here to take that away. Take that square away. Now he is hitting that knight. Let's move it on this square. I am offering a rook trade. Let's take that with the a pawn. Oh, wow. I can take. If I take, then there's bishop takes, and then knight will be hanging. We have no option. I have to go for that. Now I have to offer a knight trade. This is not working. This is an idea. I'm not sure is that working. Let's go for this. Let's offer a knight trade. Oh, strange. What about rook a1 now? Rook a1 looks good now. Okay, rook a1. If she takes here, I can start by eliminating that knight, and then that bishop will be hanging. Yeah, I think I can go for that if I'm not wrong. Oh yeah, no, that's a check. Rook takes is there, but this. But then throw then she throw that check. So if I goes for this, she takes. I take. If take, there is this. I think we should go for this line actually. Yeah, let's take this. Rook takes c5 and bc. If c takes, then there is bishop b3, which will pin the rook. But she knows that. She knows that. Okay, let's make a room for the king. I think she is going to move this. No. Oh, if I take, let's take. Wow, she is playing really, really good. Oh my God. Okay, let's hit that pawn. C defend. Wow. Now I have to defend this one because that he is no longer on light square. Let's go here. Now I'm threatening this move. Check. King goes back to g2. I don't know what is the threat. I can throw this check, but that check is not doing anything. Let's go here, and I'm going to play rook a6 back. Can I go rook a6? Is there any threat? Maybe she wants to pin this. But I think we are in time. We can take that with check and then play the move bishop b5 and everything will be defended. Right? Yeah, now that was a blunder. Check and then bishop b5. And everything is defended. We are up a pawn and we can try to go after these weaknesses. Finally she crumbles. I can take this pawn as well. And now it is a matter of time how we are going to convert this game. We have to force a rook trade somehow. Okay, yeah, very good. She don't know how to play any games. She don't know how to play any game. If I goes here, see. I'm so sorry. We have two extra pawns. This. Okay, I have to go back. Okay, king is going to be tied down in the defense of this pawn, and this bishop is going to be tied down to defend this pawn. Let's go here now. King c4, king f5, and king g6. We have to use the king together with the pawn. That's the only way. And when you have trousers, you can win like easily because this king can never move. Let's go h7, not to move this pawn because bishop is controlling. But we can just do king f7, king g8, followed by h8 queen. He has to give up the queen, sorry, bishop, and this pawn is completely defended by the bishop. We will slowly and surely bring the king into the game, outflank our king with this move. Then we push this pawn. With the bishop, it's always winning, and now the red carpet is unrolled. All of these squares are controlled. So we can just sub this pawn all the way to c8. Just be careful about stalemate trick because bots are great at those things, but I don't think we can mess this game up. Let's throw this check. And the best way to avoid stalemate is just bring this bishop all the way back and use your queen to deliver mate. And now let's box in the queen, king, and king here, and we can throw this checkmate. Yeah, that's easy. Let's see the game review. Surely I have gone wrong somewhere. Let's try. Everyone is younger and better than me. No, no. I guess bots are designed to crumble later. Yeah, that's true. Bots are designed to crumble later in the end game when you make little bit extra hard. Okay, so the accuracy in this game for me is 91.6 against 87.0 for her. So it was a good game. Let's see if I can get some lessons from this. All of these moves were correct. Both of us were playing right move. Okay, rook d2 was a inaccurate move. Computer wants to play rook e1, but I think my rook will be a little bit passive, so why not to go rook d2 and later on we can develop along the d5. So that was my reasoning. Aha! That is this move. What if I just takes? Check. What is the check and black gets the rook back. Oh my god. With interest. Now this pawn is hanging and this pawn is an isolated pawn. Wow. What means that tactic? That's why rook d2 is bad. Wow. How do you defend? You have to see those moves. First rook takes e3, then bishop h2 check, followed by rook takes d2. Wow, nice tactic. Finally, we can get some lessons from this because we can go for this. Compare this position like here and after this move. White is fine. He has to go back. But here, he can sack the rook. You take back, and then there is bishop h2. You take, and now there is rook takes d2. And this position is great for black because these pawns are weak. Rook is already on the 7th rank. Okay, semi steps. We computer says just take that. Okay, take here, take, and then go to d1. Right? Yeah. I thought about this, but I don't think we should trade. I thought let's just keep the knight on the board for the moment. She gets some counterplay again. Nice tactic. If she takes, rook is hanging actually with check, and we can win the game on the spot. See there now, knight nicely sitting on d5. Takes knight d3. And I thought I can win a piece, but then there was this piece which was hanging. We take that, takes, and now I goes like g3. This pawn is not actually hanging because there is bishop b3 which pins the rook, and we are winning completely. Bot sees that. Till this moment, everything was like equal. Everything was equal, and now when I play this move, it is still a draw. It is still a draw. Wow, it is still a draw. Sure, we are up 2 pawns, but computer is showing somehow this position is a draw. I don't know why. And after rook trade, I don't think anybody can defend this position with the black pieces because white is up 2 pawns. Right? Yeah, there are some certain cases where even 2 pawns in opposite color bishops are not winning, but it will not happen like every day. And this position is still a draw. Wow. So where did she go wrong actually? It is so surprising. Computer is saying it's all 0.28 for white. Okay, c takes. I take this pawn. Still a draw. A draw. I don't know why. Oh, that was the final bad move. Now white is winning. Wow. Okay, let me see this line. But how black is going to survive this game? Ah, I see the defense. Oh man. Okay, you have to watch out for the color combination, guys. I just noticed the fact that black has the dark square bishop. So if anyhow black can put this king on this dark square, right, and control the diagonal for this one, it is just going to be a draw because black can even sacrifice this bishop for this pawn, and because the fact that promotion square for this pawn is a dark square and white has a light square bishop, it is never going to be winning for white. Wow, what a crazy resource black has. Black just have to get this king onto that square somehow, and black can sacrifice this bishop for this pawn. Wow, it went like this. If you goes here, sorry, black start with king d6. If you push king king e7, if you goes here, king c2, if you goes here, king g7, and now you can't promote. And if you goes here, black can just sack. No, not sack here. He's just taking that pawn. So even if you try something out, let's say you bring the king closer, he goes here, he goes here, he repeats here, here, here. Sorry, not here. And if you push this pawn, here black can just sack this. Right, black can just sack this, and the fact that this is a light square and promotion square for this pawn is just a dark square, so it is never going to be winning. I didn't defend that pawn because I was just not going to take that. Imagine the scenario like this. You goes here and now this. You goes here and now finally this. And if you make a waiting move, now the pawn is defended. So even here you can just sack the bishop. Black can sack the bishop, and white is never going to win this position. You can try to approach the king, but black can just repeat the position to go here. And the moment you goes here, it will just going to be stalemate as the pawn controlling this and your king is controlling the piece g7. Wow. So it was the case of draw when opponent is like up two pawns. Not two pawns, but up one pawn. Crazy resource black has. You just have to get your king to the dark square. Okay, let's see the game continuation. What happened here? Okay, so C was doing the game all the way till this point. Yeah, here she should have just gone king d6, but she plays the move bishop e3, which is now hanging because again I missed the chance, bro. Now again she can get his king to that square. So I should have started with this move to outflank the king. Wow, that's why endgame are like so subtle. I just keep the mental note that this king is just always going to stop this pawn. I just didn't focus the color complex that is a dark square. I should have just gone this way so that I can outflank his king. He can throw his check, but then simply this move and now the red carpet is unrolled. This is the winning way. But I missed the chance again. Alien object, we can wait, you can wait. Now it is winning, I guess. Yeah, now it is winning because my king is closer to that square and black is not in time to get that king to there. We just reverse mate. Yeah. Nice game. We get some lessons from this. And now let's play a game against the viewer, alien object. Let's go on e4, knight f3. I hope you have enjoyed the last analysis, guys, of that endgame. If you do enjoy these analysis, please make sure to hit that like button and you can subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Then just give away a pawn. There's nothing. Let's bring this knight out into the game. I can take. And now bishop goes to c2. Knight f1, bishop e3. And we have a nice comfortable position now. Yeah, thank you for helping me to push d4 and opening up this bishop. And this bishop is not going to do much of the thing. Let's go bishop e3, queen d2, followed by. No, he's stopping queen d2. If I goes here, he damages my pawn structure. Makes sense. So what about this move? Okay, then let's try to bring the knight that way. If he goes, okay, he just goes there. Hmm. Knight g5, offering a knight trade. Oh, that's just a blunder. That's a blunder, bro. That's a blunder. That is a blunder. Okay, now maybe I'm just losing this game. Yeah, that is just lost. He's a piece, but still, let's try. I just blundered the game on the spot. Let's go knight g5. Let's try to do something even now. But he will convert this game nicely. Let's just defend that knight on that square for forever. Oh, you allow my queen to get in. Wow, h5 is coming. Queen g3, and I'm fine. There is no back rank checkmate as we have king h2 at any moment. Okay, let's go h6. So if the queen move from the 7th rank, we can try to get there, right? No, that was not a gambit. I just blundered. I just blundered, bro. Okay, there is no way to force a queen trade from, and now I'm threatening some sort of check, right? If I get this check, I might win the game. Not win the game, but he goes back, which was a right. Oh no, no, no. Queen f8. Queen f8. This and this is a threat. If he goes here, that is a move. I can just go here. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I missed that completely. I just overlooked that one. No, he's completely winning. Let's hit the knight at least. Oh, he has that threat as well. Now this is just losing. This is now losing because he is going to erase all of the thing. Only thing I have is just, can I get some perpetual? Huh? What? Okay, it should be a perpetual. Nothing else. Or if I goes here, then that will be a check actually. I can't try that. What about this move? There is no check. Oh, there is a check actually this. But then maybe there is e3 and I'm fine. Oh, he defends, sees the threat then. This guy is seeing the threat. Why did not I go for that queen takes h7 earlier? I'm stupid. I'm stupid. No, it is a perpetual. No, it is a perpetual. Yeah, that's a perpetual. I can save that. I can take that bishop as well. Should I go for the win actually? But then this king queen will be giving me some checks. Uh, should I try? Let's try. Because with single queen, he is not going to checkmate me. If anything happens, I will lose the game as he is threatening to promote that. Oh no, no, no. I think I messed up this game. Yeah, I think I messed up this game. Just should have gone for the draw. Maybe I should have just gone for the draw. Do I have any perpetual now? No, 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 no. Oh, we can take. Oh no. I messed up. I should not. I just should have just gone for the repetition there. I should have gone for the repetition. And now there is nothing. नहीं पहचाना भाई. Bhavesh, I'm so sorry. I didn't remember you. Oh, not this. He's not taking that pawn. Queen g2 again. Queen c1. Queen d1. Can I get a perpetual finally? Now I think it's a perpetual because now there is no defense against perpetual. If you take that pawn, there is a perpetual now. I can just repeat the move whole time. If you goes here, there is this move. You can try to go there, but again, there is some sort of perpetual. I guess let's do this. King b2 is a move actually. Yeah, now he sees the defense. I think. Yeah, I don't think there is any perpetual because I cannot go back rank. Uh, yeah. Oh, no, no. Two queens versus one queen. There is surely some sort of force queen trade. I have to be careful about some sort of counter checks. Still, there is some checks. Uh, uh, is there any more check? I don't think now there is a check. This check is available. So he's not finding the way to get out of this mess. Check. There is this check. He will find that. Don't move your. Yeah, I found that. Now it is just closing. Okay, now let's resign. Can you play with me? Nice conversion by him. Yeah, nice conversion by him. I blundered the game and he was on the money, bro. After that, bro, I always messed up end game in tournaments. Can you suggest me how to learn, bro? Bro, just try to look upon the 100 end games you must know by Jesus de la Villa. You will get improved. You will get a huge improvement. You will get a huge improvement. Oh, I was actually not starting the game. Let's cancel this out. And because भाई आईडी इंटर करो हम खेलते हैं. Italian move, please. Italian move. Okay, let me show you how to play Italian. How to play Italian. Oh, it's 9:35. No, no, I'm going to do a puzzle rush now. Bro, it's too late. I'm going to do a puzzle rush. Then we'll see some puzzles, and after that, we will decide what to do next. Okay, let me fix the visuals. This is fine, I guess. Yes. Yeah, let's go for that. Let me make it a little bit bigger like this. Yeah, now it's good. Let's go. Which is better, Jova Volunteer or Italian? It all depends on your test, on your taste, bro. Can you tell the spelling of that endgame? 100 endgames, 100. 100 endgame you must. It all depends on your taste, bro. Whether you want to go for the Jova London or Italian, both are great openings. It is simple back rank. In starting, you just get a simple back rank checkmate. Okay, when we get a little bit higher rated, we start getting a little bit higher puzzles as well. This should be made. pawn and this queen is making contact with that, so it is easy mate. Okay, there should be a mate, I guess. I can throw this check. This bishop is controlling that diagonal already, and this rook is going to control every square will be controlled, and his king will be getting checkmated after this. So that's too easy. It is another kind of back rank mate, but first we have to start with this check, forcing king into the corner. And now don't take that rook because then queen takes and he defend the back rank. Instead, you sack the queen and throw mate with that queen. Okay, now that is a mate because knight is controlling the escaping square on c7. This is another back rank segment. First, you start with this set, king s8, king a8. Now we sack the queen. Classic queen sacrifice over there. Okay, in this one, his king is safe. Our pieces are not there. So there must be a tactic to win the game. Yeah, I think I see that. Bishop takes c6. If bishop takes, then there is a rook takes c6. Pawn takes and queen will be hanging as this is pinned by the rook. So we have to win the material this time. Let's go. Okay, again, black is targeting our bishop. Our queen is completely out of the game. King is safe completely. So we have to get out of this mess somehow. So how do we do that? Bishop is hanging. If I take that pawn, my queen will be hanging. So can I start with this move? If queen takes, then I can take that rook. Yeah. I think rook takes e5 is the only move. Queen takes e5, then we just take this rook. If bishop takes, then that rook is going to be hanging as well. Yeah, let's go for that. Takes here, and we are winning. Okay. Now this king is trying to escape via this square. And our king is completely weak. There are no pawns around our king. This rook is controlling this queen can throw this nasty check. So I think we should throw some immediate check. We have to deliver some check. I mean, what about knight b3 check? Knight is going to control that, so he has to go back onto this file. And then, okay, let's see where is mate. Where is mate, guys? Knight b3. If king b2, then I think knight e7 and we win the game somehow. I think we should start with this. That was just a solution. I don't know why. Okay. My king is also weak, but I think we can deliver mate. King f3 check. If king h2, then we just take and yeah. Why does he have the queen? Okay, there must be some nasty blow. I can take this with check, right? That's just so simple. Again, check. Yeah, now you can't take, and if I goes here, that will be too late because there is this check, and white can win the rook, or white can try to get back into the game with this as well. So we start with knight e2 check, forcing king h1, and then we can take this with the mate. This is a simple mate, queen s3 is mate. Oh, what about this check? Should be winning because these two squares will be controlled. So he has to go like king e2, and king e2. Then what? Uh, King e2. Actually, there is queen takes h2 check, and king f1 and queen f2 will be mate. Check, check. Okay, goes for king f3. Never mind. Okay, we can start with this check, king h1, and don't play queen f8 because that is guarded. Instead, we can play no queen e8, forcing queen f8. Then there's queen takes f8 checkmate. Check, check, and mate. I hope you're enjoying the chat, Miss Bro. I'm so sorry. I'm not going to look up on your chat because I'm just solving puzzles now. 100 endgame you must know by whom? It's by Jesus De La Villa. Jesus De La Delavilla. Why I am streaming and sending you a challenge. Please accept. Let's play best of five. Just Sachin OP. I'm so sorry, bro. I cannot play more games right now because it's too late. Okay, now we are in this game. I think white is threatening mate. But I think that this queen is making contact with this rook. So if we start with queen takes f1, king takes f1, and then rook b1 check. Rook goes back and we just take and deliver mate. Yeah, we have to sack the queen there. Too easy. Okay, what is the solution in this? Maybe. Okay. I think we can just deflect the queen, right? Bishop takes s3 is a move. Bishop takes s3. And if he takes, this knight is going to be hanging. But if I start with this, black can try to play knight c3 desperado. But keep in mind that if I take that queen, that will be a check. So after bishop takes s3, knight takes e3, we can take that queen first with check. That will be a check. So king takes, then we can just simply recapture the knight. We will win the queen. And now he just takes the bishop, and this knight is undefended. Okay, where is mate now? Can't I just go here and win the queen? What is wrong with that? I can take the rook as well, but if I take the rook, then there's bishop takes e4, and white will defend the pawn. And so there will be no rook takes g6. And then white will be threatening some sort of check on the s5. So we have to go for this immediately. Okay, now if I take that simple queen takes, then there's rook g8 and we win the queen. Yeah, rook c1 win the queen and the game as well. Okay, white is throwing this check. If I goes f6, then okay, there is no queen e7 check because my queen is controlling. So after f6, queen will be hanging, and I'm already hitting the bishop. So we can try to be tricky there. Let's go f6. And now d5. Yeah, let's just take that now. Okay, where is mate? Queen f6 and queen g7 is a simple mate, and my king is completely safe. So we can make this calm move, queen f6. Yeah, oh, black off the queen, that is nothing. Okay, white is up in material. Okay, it may seem that we can start with e takes d3. We can start with e takes d3. That will be a fork. Then white will throw this check. King goes to h8. And then he can move the rook right somewhere. But then I do have this check. Maybe what if I start with this? King e7 and then there is rook takes d3. He has to give up the queen. Yeah, this is simple. We have to start with this. And now we can force him to give up the queen. Hmm. Okay. So in this puzzle, we are already in 30s. Both kings are safe and material is also equal. So the only thing I'm looking on is I should go for material somehow. We have to find a way in which we are going to win material. First of all, I do have the option of knight takes c3, queen takes c3, and then there is knight e4. Then there is knight e4. I think I solved this. Yeah, let's see this line. Knight takes c3, queen takes c3, knight e4. I will hit the queen and I will hit the bishop. So white has to start with bishop takes e7. I takes the queen on c3. White takes my queen, and in that last moment, I will have the knight takes e2, capturing the bishop, that too with a check. So white has to respond with that king move, and then we can simply recapture the bishop and we will be up a piece. I hope you guys can visualize that. If you are not visualizing, let's see this line. Knight takes c3, queen takes c3, and now knight e4. He takes the bishop, we takes the queen, he takes my queen, and now knight to c2 check, and we recapture the bishop. Yeah, he is hitting the knight, but knight can go back to c3 and we can evacuate that easily. That's GG. Okay. In this one, my king is weak, but I can see there is some pattern there as well. Okay, I think white is threatening some sort of checks. Not checks because this rook is controlling the back rank. But still, our king is weak, so we have to do something immediately. Queen takes f7 is not working because he can take. Yeah, we can throw a check, but then king can go this way. And without queen, with this knight, we are not going to deliver checkmate. Which gives me the sense that I have to start with like knight f6, check. If king f6, then there will be queen takes f7 checkmate, as this bishop will be also guarding f7. So after knight f6, he has to, if king h8, then there's queen takes h7. So he has to accept. Knight f6 takes. Knight f6 takes. Queen takes f7 check. King h8. Then we take this pawn, delivering mate on the dark square. Yeah, this is little bit hard, but it is solvable. Let's just mate. Hmm. This should be mate, right? But he's spinning my rook, so if queen takes, then it will be easy. Queen takes e2 will be just mate. But after this move, what if he just goes like king f1? King f1, then queen takes z2 mate. Yeah, easy. I don't know why chess.com is giving someone some easy puzzles in between. Okay, here I can see the pattern that this bishop is pinning this pawn to the king. So that is a move queen takes h3, which will be checkmate. Yeah, let's go for that. Again, both of the kings are so weak. It's white to play, and we are playing with the white pieces. So we have to find mate. Queen b7 check, king h5, queen h7, king z5, and queen h5 in the final position will be mate as there is a pawn on f5 which will not allow black king to escape. Check, check. Yeah, puzzle got solved there. Okay. In this one, our king is a little bit safe, but it's not kind of okay. We are down a pawn, I think. So we have to win the game, either material or either we have delivered checkmate. I can see that this knight and this queen is making contact with the f7 pawn, but there is queen which is defending that. So somehow we have to deflect this queen. And this bishop is cutting off the diagonal. So if we start with rook c8 check, black has to take that rook with the queen. There is no other way. And then there will be queen takes f7 check, king here, and then bishop e7 will be mate. Not mate, but there is bishop like queen king c7 is there. Okay, let me calculate again. Rook c8, queen takes c8, queen f7 check. King d8 and queen e7 will be mate. No. Knight is controlling that. Oh, knight is e6. Knight is e6 will be there. Yeah, I see that. Look at this, and knight e6. Well, black has to go queen, and we are winning anyway. Okay, so this is the queen endgame. Material is equal on the board, but I have to win this game. And yeah, this is easy. This is we can throw this queen f6 check. If he takes, I can take that with the pawn, and the pawn will just two step away from queen. Yeah, no brainer. Okay, if he didn't take, I can take. Forcing pawn takes, then this pawn is going to march through. Right? This is just a pawn breakthrough. You can say that. Okay, that pawn was also much, but that pawn was so far ahead. Okay, we have a queen and bishop, but white has enough material, I guess. But our king is not in danger immediately because there is no checks. So I think we can make a neutral move or waiting move, which is queen f3. Queen will be controlling the diagonal, and this bishop is already controlling that diagonal. So we will be threatening queen e2 checkmate, and I don't think will be any defense. So we can make a calm move like queen f3. Okay, it was the pawn, so just take that pawn, and now there is queen e2 check. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So queens are in the standoff. If I take here, then I will lose the game because this king can stop and this pawn will be marching. So we have to somehow find a way to deflect the king from the defense of the queen. And I see the move z5. If takes, then there is h takes z5. That will be a check. And then queen has to either move, king has to either move any of these squares because this is not available by the pawn. And if he takes or move, then I can just take that queen. Yeah, g5 is waiting on the spot. Yeah, just wins the queen. That was just simple deflection tactic. Okay, white has this rook which is very active on seventh rank. This bishop is cutting off the diagonal. Queen is also a step away to join the party. And there is no queen f3 because of this bishop. Oh, I can see this move. Wow, rook takes f2. Rook takes f2, queen takes f2. If king h3, king h3, I can throw this check, I guess. Yeah, I think we should go for this. Now this, and now we have to see the move. Okay, I think we are not in danger of any checkmate, so I guess we can make a neutral move. I have this tactic as well, but that will be just a trade, which I don't like. So we should win the game, but how? Knight e2 comes in mind, which will target the queen and threatens mate on g3. Is there any defense against that? Yeah, but if I leave the diagonal, yeah, if I goes knight e2, there will be mate on the board because he can throw this check. And look at this rook is making contact with g7. So after that, queen g7 will be mate. If I move the knight, queen a1 will be just mate because this bishop is already controlling the diagonal. So that's not the solution. So I think we have to go for this line. Queen takes g3, king takes g3, followed by knight e2, forking the king and the queen. We can take that queen, but white will have this outside passer. So what about this move? And then we can just pick up the bishop simply. Yeah. I don't know why that move was just completely out of my mind. Okay, we have another endgame on the board. Material is equal, but quality of the passed pawn is a fact. As we can see, this pawn is closer to the promotion. These pawns are not going anywhere. Bro, can you play with me? I'm so sorry, Kasiji, I cannot play more game. I'm just going to solve these puzzles. Okay, we have to force a queen trade. I see their move. Queen b3 takes, and the red carpet will be unrolled for the pawn. Let's go here, and now let's take the position because he's threatening to go there. That's easy. This is a move, and that is just mate. Knight takes d4 is a mate because this rook is controlling back rank. Knight is going to control that, and his pawn is not going to take as it is pinned by the queen. Yeah, we are in 50s now. Okay, that is mate. Can you see the mate? This queen is controlling the diagonal, but if you start with queen at 7, then white can just go away that side. Queen h7 will be a miss. Rather, we have to start with bishop h7 check, forcing king h8. Then there is bishop g6 check, king g8, and then queen h7 will be made because the bishop is going to control these two squares. Bishop h7, bishop g6, and queen h7. Yeah, that's easy. Bro, I'm seeing your stream from 7. Will you play a game with me? Kasitji, bro, did I not play against you? I think I have already played against you guys, right? Okay, in this one, white has this monster passer. White queen is like kind of holding the king. This rook is controlling back rank. So how do we throw the final blow? This is also defended, so there is no fork. So what about this check? If bishop takes, then I will have this move, which will fork the king and the queen. So after rook e1 check, if king takes, then there is this check. Forcing king back, I can take this pawn with check, but then there is king f1, and then there is king g2. So that line is not winning, I guess. That line is not winning. What about queen? Can I make a calm move like queen c1? Queen c1 comes in mind, threatening queen d1 mate. Yeah, queen c1 comes in mind, but is there any checks? I don't think so because this rook is controlling the file and there is no check by the queen. So if I goes queen 7, queen c1, yeah, that's just game over, thank God. Okay, he's eating my rook, but f2 is now a threat. We can just take that, right? Okay, let's start with this. And it was a wrong move. Why? Wow, it was looking so natural, but that was a wrong move. Why that was a wrong move? Then what? Oh, first you start with this, forcing takes, and now you are going to deliver mate on f2. Yeah, should have seen that. Okay, for first wrong move of the puzzle. So let's see how we can get out of this mess. Okay, in this one I can see white king is awkwardly placed, but my king is also in the center of the board. This position usually occurs from Traxler counter gambit, right? Okay, let me recall that. Let me recall. Oh, bishop z4 just traps the queen, right? Yeah, bishop z4 just traps the queen. We should not go for mate. Bishop z4 traps the queen as this bishop is already controlling that square. And there is this empty check, but we can just slide the king over to f1 or d1. F8 or D8, and we win the game. Yeah, just takes, and there is nothing. Okay, okay. In this one, we are into the end game. We are down material as well. We are down the material. Okay, is there any checkmate? I don't see. There is rook c7 check, but king e6, king f6, king g6. He's fine. I think we should go for this line. Rook takes b8, and if he takes my bishop, then there will be knight c8 check, which will fork the king and this rook. But that will just be a trade. But this knight is going to be pinned, right? Yeah, I think we should go for this line. But that was wrong line. Okay, I think we cannot touch 50s today. Okay, let's see how we can solve this problem. Okay, I can take this, but then there is this check. If you take, he can promote this pawn with check. King h2, and I will be again threatening that move by promotion. Yeah, I think we can do that. This is not working because he just takes and you are not ready to promote. There is no check as well. Hmm. Okay, let's calculate. And there is no bishop d4 to control the promotion square. Yeah. If I goes here, can I go here? Because then there will be no check. And then I will be threatening that. And if he moves the rook, then there will be this check and we promote. Yeah, that looks like a way to go. King z3 looks a way to go. Because if he moves the rook, then I can just take that pawn. But this is also looking good. Rook takes c8. Rook h1 check. King takes h1. He promotes that with the check. King h2 back. And then we will be threatening that check followed by promotion. And he has to defend both of the square. And I don't think he can defend this and this both square. But he can defend that square right. And if I throw that check, he can take that with the queen simultaneously controlling the promotion square. Let's calculate this line. If rook c8, rook h1, king takes, he promote that with the check, and I just goes king h2. So after that move from queen a1 to black can go queen like a3, defending that square. But then we can move rook to the other file, other square, right? And my king will be safe. Yeah, we will be up a piece. I think we should go for this. No, that is fine. Yeah, I can throw this check, takes and promote this pawn. Yeah, let's just go for this. Yeah, we are up a piece there. Okay, this is just as simple as it can get. This rook is hanging, that too with check. Let's just take this. Oh, what is this behavior? And now this king goes back. Hmm. Wrong move. Wow. Oh my god. Okay. It was not enough to. Let's quit this one. Yeah. I just solved like 42 today. That's enough for today, guys. It was not enough. My maximum solution was 56. That was a record by me, but nowadays I'm not solving maximum puzzles. So I have to get better at this. But it's fine. We got some nice puzzle in between, and yeah, it is nice to get something in your mind when you're trying to improve. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you are enjoying the content on my channel, make sure to subscribe it, and that will help me. That will also motivate me to do a lot of things. And what else should I say? Thank you very much to be on this team. And yeah, that's it for today. I will see you in the next stream, guys. Bye bye. Have a good night. Take care. And if you have any suggestion, just leave that in the comment section. That will be appreciated, and I will try to implement that. Nothing else to say today. Bye bye. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you in the next stream. If you have not subscribed, subscribe now. And now,